What's up, guys? Andrew Vida here, back with another video. We are back with some more MLB news and Mets rumors. We got on the big top three free agents has signed, as JT Realmuto has now signed a 5-year, $115.5 million deal to stay in Philadelphia. Bryce Harper gets his wish. His wingman will be staying in Philly, and they're still a fourth place team. Just had to say that, but the Realmuto deal, he does get more than Joe Mauer's annual value of $23 million. It is $23.1, just beating the Mauer, higher than Mauer's AAV. 5 is the biggest free agent contract to a catcher at 5 years at $115 million, overtaking Brian McCann's $85 million deal when I believe he signed with the Atlanta Braves. Don't quote me on that. It might have been when he went to Houston. I'm not sure. It just says McCann's $85 million. It's probably his Braves deal. So JT staying in Philadelphia, initial reactions. I mean, we all kind of saw this once the Mets went with McCann, that we all kind of knew that JT was going to stay in Philadelphia. The Braves were in it. The Braves were never in it. They just checked in because they saw he's still available. Let's just check in. They had Travis d'Arnaud. There was no serious interest. They had Travis d'Arnaud. They weren't going to sign JT. So it's pretty much the Phillies bidding against themselves. So once the Mets took McCann and took the cheaper route, there was nobody interested in JT Realmuto. So it was almost kind of a waiting to try to find out the deal with JT Realmuto going to Philadelphia, and he gets what he wants. He's the highest paid catcher of all time. He got the biggest free agent contract to a catcher, so he gets all what he wants. He stays in Philadelphia. Bryce gets what he wants to just be a fourth or hell even a fifth place team in this division. Last year, he had a .266 batting average, 11 homers, OPS 840, OPS plus of 123, stole 4 bases and drove in 32 runs. JT's, has been the best catcher in baseball over the last couple of years. In 2019, his first year in Philadelphia, had an 820 OPS plus of 109, hit 25 homers, 83 RBIs, 21 homers and 74 RBIs, and an 825 OPS in the last year in Miami. So he's a 5-tool catcher. The guy can steal bases. The guy can hit. The guy can run. Got a cannon. Great pitch framing, and he's the best catcher in baseball in my opinion. Some people say Yasmani Grandal. I don't see why you say Yasmani Grandal. It is JT Realmuto. So the Mets, obviously, now he stays in the National League for his whole career. Started with the Marlins and then now was traded to Philadelphia. Now he's re-signed in Philadelphia. So I hate seeing it as a Met fan, but they're still the Phillies. Their roster is still bad. Yes, they're probably going to sign a shortstop, either bringing back Didi or Marcus Semien or Anderson Simmons. Maybe they'll add a couple more bullpen pieces, which they need. I mean, they brought in Archie Bradley. They brought in Jose Alvarado. So at least they brought in bodies, but they're still not. Their roster is not good. They still have the top two, and then the rest of question marks in the rotation. Jake Arrieta is now out of that rotation. Spencer Howard is going to have to take a massive step up if they're any kind of competition, but obviously the Braves and the Mets are probably the top two dogs, and the Nationals aren't that far behind. And then, hell, even the Marlins, who were a playoff team last year, I don't put much stock into that they're a playoff team, but they did come out of this division, and they have a lot of young talent. They're coming, so we'll see. But the Phillies are just kind of the Phillies, where they're just like, they have stars, but they're really not going to win anything. And I do believe that this is just making Bryce Harper happy. But I think if Bryce looks back, he regrets signing in Philadelphia. Let's talk about this Mets rumor, because I have not talked about this guy on this channel because I didn't want him, and I didn't think the Mets would actually go after him. It is Trevor Bauer, the best pitcher available on the market, the 2020 Cy Young Award winner. I shake my head because I don't put much stock in its 2020 season, but okay, you won 11 starts in a row and you won the Cy Young. Congratulations, and you played in the worst division in baseball, so you get to go murder. I think you had like 4 starts against the Pirates, so yeah, you should be in the Cy Young conversation if you're facing the Pirates like 4 times. So Bauer, I hate him personally. I hate Trevor Bauer. I don't like the person. I think he's overrated on the field. I think he's a piece of shit off the field. So I have no interest. I had no interest in him. But now the Mets obviously striking out on Brad Hand and George Springer. Now maybe this is their backup plan. I believe Mark Feinstam put it out first. Or it was Bob Nightingale that had the official report saying that, the Mets have put an offer for Trevor Bauer, which was quickly denied by John Heyman. We'll see what the official tweet was. 1 second. This is still it's all JT. It's all JT. It's all JT. It's still a lot of JT, because obviously, there you go. This is the Bob Nightingale tweet. The Mets confirm have made a formal offer to Trevor Bauer. The current offer is currently less than the Yankees starter Garrett Cole at $36 million a year. And then he tweets out before, the Mets have emerged as favorites to sign free agent pitcher Trevor Bauer with annual record-setting AAV offer. Again, I am not in the... I hate his agent. I hate him. I think he's a piece of shit. I think he's like Juju Smith-Schuster, where he's like, I'm trying to be, influence. I'm trying... Like, you're a baseball player. You're a football player. That's what you need to focus on. I don't give a shit about your brand. Your brand is to pitch every fifth day. So I don't care about his crappy little YouTube channel, which again I have no problem. If you want to do a YouTube channel, do you? I could care less. Like if you want to be a YouTuber, cool. And you want to, and some fans love it. You get an inside look inside the team. If he comes to the Mets, would that be cool to see him inside of the Mets locker room and see what happens, off field, stuff that we're not supposed to see, or usually not supposed to see. There's no cameras in the ballpark now. You get if Bauer comes, but the Twitter crap, like I don't like it. And you look at his career, like, yes, he had this great year, and he's had stretches of, he's been really good. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter yelling about it. Mark's been yelling about it. Fuzzy, obviously Fuzzy, because, he's sleeping. Seems like he sleeps with Trevor Bauer at this point, being an Indians fan and, loving Trevor Bauer, always defending. Last year, again, the Cy Young season in 73 innings. Take that for what you want. A 7.3 ERA, 100 strikeouts, and a whip of .795. Then you look at the rest of his career. We'll look at some of his ERA. We'll go, what were our best career ERAs? So I see a bunch. Okay, so his rookie year, 6. Second year, 5. There you go. So there you go. 2019, with Cincinnati, when he came over from the trade, he made, I believe, 56 innings, had a 6 ERA. 2012, 6 ERA. 2013, 6 ERA, 5 ERA. 2015, 4.5. 2019, combined with his time in Cleveland and in Cincinnati, 4.4. 2016, 4.26. 2017, 4.19. 2014, 1.18. 2019, in Cleveland, 3.75. Or 7.9. 2018 in Cleveland, 2.21. Very nice. And then obviously now the 2020 season at 1.73. So again, he is a career 3.9 ERA. This is what this guy is. He's not a DeGrom. He's not a Scherzer. He's not a Bieber. He's not a Cole. He's not even a Strasburg's level. Like he perfect time to hit free agency after you win a Cy Young season, when you win a 60 game, whatever. He's never hit 200. He's hit 200 innings once in 2019 and had a 190 inning season. So he hasn't hit 200. He only hit 200 innings once. Does he make the Mets a World Series favorite? I think that's a lot of people have said. Like, if the Mets get Bauer, then that makes him a World Series favorite. I think. Does he help? Yes. He's the number 2 behind DeGrom. If we're getting Cy Young Bauer, like, this is what Baseball Reference has projected for this season. 180 innings, a 3.62 ERA, striking out 215 batters. If I'm getting that, like, I'm not paying that for a $36 million a year. I want sub 2.5. 2.5 ERA. Like, can he do that? And he's only done that in his career twice. And we're going to pay him $36 million. We're going to break Garrett Cole. We're going to make him be paid more than Jacob deGrom. And I know people have put out, I got to find the exact tweet. So, like I said, Draftneck Mark, I think he's one of the best MLB The Show content creators. Met fans, why? And I saw him when he was playing MLB The Show at 15, and I've always followed him. He tweeted this out, and I think most people are now taking this and it's like, that Bauer now is going to be Max Scherzer. He put out the 2012-2014 seasons pre-Max Scherzer going to the Washington Nationals. This was his stats. 3.24 ERA, whip of 1.1, fielding independent pitching 2.94, ERA plus 126, and a strikeout rate of 28%. Trevor Bauer in 2018 through the 2020 season. 3.18, whip 1.1, fielding independent pitching 3.38, strikeout rate of 30%. And then he puts out, same people who are passing on Bauer now would have passed on Scherzer in 2015. How old is Bauer? I don't actually know how old Bauer is. I believe he's 29, 30. He's 30 years old. Here's the only way for me to like this deal if it's like a 2 to 3 year deal. If he's getting 6 years, no, I'm bailing on that shit. If it's a 2 to 3 year deal or like a 3 year deal with like a year 2 opt out, I'm fine with that. I could live with it. But what I would rather do, again, it's giving up money over prospects. I would rather just go get Sonny Gray and Eugenio Suarez from the Reds. I'm filling 2 holes instead of 1. Yes, and it's less money. I still would have some extra money if Jackie Bradley Jr. wants $8 to $10 million. I can give it to Jackie Bradley Jr. or go even cheaper, go get Kevin Pillar and go give me a reliever, another reliever. Could bring back Justin Wilson or adding a Darren O'Day, a lower level reliever to the bullpen. So that's just how I feel about Trevor Bauer. If he is a Met, I will make it. Obviously, I'm going to make a video about it when he officially signs and what the contract will look like. But I am not on team. Give him the money right away. Would he be nice to put in the rotation behind DeGrom? Yes. Would he make us a World Series favorite? I mean, most people have said that. At least to be in that conversation above the Braves, being that third best team in the National League, comparing against San Diego. I'm just not on the I'll pay Trevor Bauer or whatever, because he's tremendous. He's a head case. He's gonna come out your baggage. But leave in the comment section down below, what do you guys think of the JT Realmuto deal? Getting big money from the Phillies and still being a 4th place team. The Trevor Bauer rumors. Met fans, do we want Trevor Bauer? I think a majority of the fan base wants Trevor Bauer. I'm not on that. I'm in the percentage of I don't want him, but if he is here, I will support him, and obviously I would love him to be that Cy Young form. Leave in the comment section below, what do you guys think? Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an MLB update or Mets content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.